I wanted to show you another function of the supply and demand zones, and I'm actually going to take another less popular instrument amongst the retail traders. It's the Bund, and I'm saying less popular because usually you don't really find it in most of those charting packages on the retail brokers. It's more common amongst the futures traders, but again, it's one of the good examples for supply and demand, and that's why I actually just wanted to use it for the sake of the example. And what I'm going to show is the property of supply and demand, which is also known as fast mover, or usually after you have a supply or demand zone, you're going to see very very fast move in either one of the directions. So let's take, for example, a closer example here, and if we have our demand zone here, you can see that another confirmation that this is a valid demand zone is literally after the completion of this demand zone. You have a very strong price action, and this is seen here by the this green candle, then followed by all of those candles to the upside, and you can see that for I don't know, maybe 5-6 trading sessions, you had the price shooting from 158 to 164. Let's take a look at another example. So this was demand zone. Let's take an example of a supply zone, and you can see something similar here. So basically, yeah, let's connect the lows and the highs of this group of candles here. You can see right here. Then once you have the price going lower than this level, then it went up again, retested it, then formed a small pin bar. It's the level of 163 approximately, and then a bearish engulfing, and then you can see this very strong selling bias, which very quickly led the price almost down to the next demand level. And then here again, if you take if you just extend this level, you're gonna see that the price is bouncing back of those levels, and supply and demand levels are extremely strong when used in combination with a bull and bear traps. So here you can see the price tested once this demand level, it bounced back slightly to the upside, then tested it back again. It actually went below the low of this demand zone, and then it formed a bullish engulfing pattern, after which a couple of pin bars just to retest the level, and then since then price has been on the rise for the rest of the year pretty much. So let's have a look at another example from the Bund. So if we just go slightly backwards towards the previous 2 years. So okay, this is 2017. If we start from 2016, the end of 2016, towards the beginning of the year 2017, we might see another very strong area here, area of demand. And if I just extrapolate this area, you're gonna see what I mean in a second. So let's stop here. So basically you have this cluster of around 4 or 5 candles, after which you have this very strong bullish candle, and this is followed by the price going higher almost to the to this supply area here, which I'm going to draw as well, so it's easier for you to imagine the the price action. Rectangle. Okay, let me put this forward here, and now extend this rectangle, so you might be able to actually have a better visualization of this supply zone here. I'm just connecting the the lows with the highs of this cluster. So the point is, the more examples I give you guys, the better you'll be able to see and start doing those cluster zones and be able to mark supply and demand areas. And in this example here, you have also price action confirming the supply zone. You have this inside bar, then you have a bullish rejection, and then you have the strong price rejection and the strong bearish trend, which just started from this level here of 166. Then again, when we reached the level of 160 approximately, then we had this cluster of a few candles which formed the supply zone, and it found lots of strong buyers, which actually pushed the price almost to the top of this range, or the supply zone. Then it retested the area again, and it went back up to the level of 166, where it formed another inside bar, and then you can see how strong the price action is just after the supply zone has been reached, and you have this very strong red candle followed by a couple more red candles, then a slight period of hesitation, and then an extremely strong bearish candle which reached the demand level. So another characteristic of the supply and demand zones is that you need to take into consideration that the more times a supply or demand level has been reached, the weaker it becomes. So for example, here you have 1, 2, 3 times, and the same goes with the supply area. Here you have a second time, and then the more times it has been reached, the weaker it becomes. So here you can see the price has been range trading for a bit in between those two boundaries, and it found areas rich in support and demands, buying and selling. And if I just extrapolate this area to the right, and if I do the same with the demand level, you're gonna see how many actually buyers and sellers are located into those area. Again, for me, the best place to actually buy or sell is just below this area, or in other words, if I see a bearish or a bullish trap. But most of the market participants, as long as the price reaches somewhere the center of the level, they're looking for already price action confirmation. So let's extend to the right and see what happens after. So basically here you have a moment where actually price breaks below this level, and you can actually clearly see that at this moment of time you have a pure selling pressure here. You don't have any bearish rejections, and that's why actually the price continues falling down until here, where you have another new level of demand which forms, and I can mark it with this cluster here. It almost coincides with the next level of demand, and you can see again same story. You have this huge bearish candle, after which we have a bear trap here, an inside bar which actually leads straight to more buying pressure, and then a couple of times this demand zone has been tested again, and then here you have a couple of pin bars. Here you have a bullish engulfing pattern which actually leads to a massive spike in prices, and they go up to almost the level of 165 again. And this brings us back to the previous couple of examples that I've shown you guys. So let me actually choose another instrument for the next video, so I can walk through as many examples as possible, so this actually really makes sense to all of you.